What you see right behind me is Calumet and Hecla Mining Company 3.
Calumet and Hecla Mining 3 was built by Mason Machine Works in Taunton, Massachusetts in 1873 and is the 5/18th steam locomotive built by that factory and is an 064T Forney 6-coupled type steam locomotive. Also, the locomotive is named Torch Lake. This kind of steam locomotive is a Mason bogie. It is one of 146 bogie steam locomotives built by the factory, and all were built of various wheel arrangements. It was originally built to run on narrow gauge tracks, which the track gauge was originally 4 feet and 1 inches, and 88 of them built were made to run on narrow gauge tracks, including this one. This locomotive was originally used for the Hecla and Torch Lake Railroad in Calumet, Michigan, and has always had this number. It was built with a diamond smokestack and would later have a straight stack during its mining career. It even had a cowcatcher at some point and would later have footboards. Then, later, it was transferred to the Calumet and Hecla Consolidated Copper in Amique, Michigan, and again kept the number. It was involved in a roundhouse fire in 1887 that severely damaged it and several other locomotives owned by the Calumet and Hecla Mining Company. It is so amazing that this locomotive survived in one piece after World War II. Then, in 1952, name was changed to Calumet and Hecla Mining and still retained the number. This locomotive was used mostly in the mines in the state of Michigan in the Upper Peninsula during its past life and later was retired. Then, in 1969, it was donated to the Edison Institute in Dearborn, Michigan, and sat on display. Once it got to its new home, it was converted for standard gauge rails. In 1972, the locomotive was restored to operation and it had the honor to pull the first train ride at the village. The next year, it was numbered 100 to celebrate its 100th birthday. It was decorated with banners. It even had its diamond smokestack, which is what it had when it was built. At one point, the locomotive wore the cowcatcher for some years and would eventually wear its footboards again. In 1997, it went under a major overhaul and returned to service in 2002. Today, it can sometimes be seen operating on the Weiser Railroad in Greenfield Village and seen pulling the train very often, and passengers even ride behind it as well. Also today, this locomotive is the last surviving Mason bogie locomotive left in the world today. As well as that, it is the oldest operable steam locomotive in North America as well, and is preserved at Greenfield Village in Dearborn, Michigan, and is often seen pulling the train on the tracks as well.